Hello, everyone. So during my little break, I didn't completely stop collecting and things like that. I was still doing TTM, and I just wanted to show you guys the TTM autographs that I got while I was gone, or while I was yeah. But like when I would do weekly TTM wraps, and I would have a ton of cards to show off, but during this time, it would be a letter here, a letter there, nothing really crazy, but they did start to mount up, so I had enough for a video, and I just wanted to share those cards with you guys. If any of them cost money, I'll let you know. Like if I had to pay a fee, because some guys, they charge a fee to sign through the mail. But first up, we have John Force. Now with his injury and everything, he signs through the mail a lot more than he did before. So this is an old Sports Illustrated for Kids card. I just really like that paint scheme. It was his 7-time champ paint scheme. And then this little scribble up there, he puts that on a lot of his cards. It's 16X because he's 16-time champion. So if you guys get that mark on your card, and because he can be really, really sloppy with his writing. And then I know he's a big fan of Elvis, just like my mom was back in the day. And when they did the Elvis cars and everything, I had to get that one signed. So he did 2 of 2. Uh, John, he was over a month. And then we got Ricky Stenhouse. He signed 2 of 2 for me. Those were about a month as well. I really like those pink cards. The black really pops on those good. And then next up, I was doing some baseball. So the cool thing is, the first time I moved to Arizona, this set came out. The Upper Deck put out the 25th anniversary Team USA. It was a 200 card set. This came out in 2004. So the cool thing was when I first moved to Arizona was in 2004. So a lot of these guys I was able to get in person that were, still with teams. A lot of the coaches and everything, even though they had retired, they were still living and stuff. But I'd given up on this set for, geez, I don't know. It's been probably 10 years since I got one of these cards signed. Because once dudes started getting traded and then they retired, and just trying to track these guys down was damn near impossible for me. But one of my friends on Twitter started getting these cards signed, and he was actually getting guys that I hadn't gotten. So Mike Tonis signed 101 in about 2 weeks. He used to be a catcher in the Royals organization. Like, I saw this dude all the time when he played for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. But it's a 200 card set. I'm well over halfway, so that's pretty cool that I've been able to get some of these guys that I just never thought I would have been able to get, and it kind of reignited my passion. And then next up, we have Ted Musgrave. These virtual velocity cards, I just absolutely love them. I like the way they look and everything. I think they're awesome cards. So Ted has been signing more through the mail recently. So I've been kind of being selfish and getting as many of his cards signed that I can, because one, I really like his autograph. Two, those Family Channel cards were really cool. I really liked them. So any cards that feature that car, I like getting them signed. So, and plus, who he just started like this year, so who knows when he's going to stop. Then next we have Jeffrey Ellis, signed it super tiny, but he picked a really good spot to sign it. He signed this in like 2 weeks. Here's another of the Team USA cards. This time it was Ben Davis. He was 101 in about 2 weeks. Then we have an indie dude, Steve Chassis. Sorry, Ken's gonna be mad that I butchered this dude's name. He personalized it. Didn't ask him to personalize it. Don't really care that he personalized it. I'm just happy to have an autograph. And the cool thing is, he actually lives in Arizona now. He doesn't live that far away. So that's kind of crazy. Then next up, we have Crew Chief, Mr. Harold Comstock. Always like that old Keystone car. I think it was Wally Dallenbach and maybe Tommy Kendall drove that. I can't remember. But Mr. Comstock signed 101. And I was like, a lot of these guys are like a week, 2 weeks. I don't get anyone back super crazy fast unless it's Richard Petty. All right, here's another guy that lives in Arizona. He actually lives close to my kids and my ex-wife. He used a crappy marker, but I mean, I can't really complain because it's free autographs, so yeah. But anyway, Jeff Andretti, he signed 3 of 3. His only took a week because he only lives like 2 hours away. Then next up we have Mr. Tim Brewer, 101. He took about a month. And then next we have Michael Brotherton. He signed it in, it's kind of hard to see. Well, maybe not there, but in silver paint marker. So he wrote his times, 469, 301 miles per hour. But back in the day, that was pretty darn fast back in the early 90s to break 300 then. But that was pretty cool. So 2 of 2. He was like 3 weeks. And next up we have Eric Darnell. I really like these element cards on the left. But that was 2 of 2. He was about a month. And then next up we have Cale Gale. He signed 3 of 3 for me. This one's a little bit hard to see. Looks like his Sharpie may have been dying, especially on that one. It really crapped out. That's a shame because I really like those die cut cards. Any card that's a die cut I like. And then we have Mr. Don Miller. He's always a quick signer. He signed 2 of 2 in about 2 weeks. And if you want his autograph, just send it to the North Carolina Motorsports Hall of Fame. He's like he kind of runs that, so he'll sign through there. And then next, I already had this card signed because if you followed me, you know I'm collecting the 1994 Wheels High Gear set, trying to get the entire set signed. Probably won't ever happen, but I'm stubborn, so I'm going to keep trying. But anyway, I had this card already signed, but it was back in the day when Richard did the R. Petty autograph, like in the, I think it was the late 90s, early 2000s time frame. So I wanted one with his full name, and I was like, I've been like wasting all this time, you know, to get it sent out to the king. So we got that knocked out. So now I have a full name for the set. And then also, I like the dual autographs, so I went ahead and got that finished up. Sent that off to Kyle. All together with those two guys, it took maybe 5 weeks. And then here's the other one that Kyle signed. Those Hot Wheel cars were so cool, man. I wish I would have appreciated them more when I was a kid. Then super happy to get these back. Ernie's been signing. It's kind of hard to see up there with as shiny as this bad boy is. That's why I sent it, because I like the big old shiny cards. But there you can kind of see his autograph. And then another set that's really grown on me, 1998 Maximum, because they all just look like refractors and they're so damn cool. Yeah, so that's the first class. Yeah. Ernie signed 2 of 2. He was a little bit over a month. He's kind of hit or miss at times. And then next up, another Team USA card. This one, Mike, he does not sign for free, $10, but it's a pretty awesome autograph for $10. He puts the Hall of Fame inscription on there. You don't even have to ask him. And he's always super fast to reply, all the way from Pennsylvania. It takes like maybe a week, 2 weeks. Just the only time he's a little bit slow is in August when it's around Hall of Fame weekend. Because then he's up in New York for all those things. And then next up, Jimmy Horton, always fun to get these ARCA flash cards signed. So he signed 2 of 2, about 2 weeks. This was a fun one trying to track down Richie Stevens. He signed 2 of 2 in a month. He owns like this business down in New Orleans. I forget what it is, but I was able to write him there. Then we have Clay Meredith, one of my favorite relievers back in the day for the Padres. Plus, I like the sidearm dudes. And then we have Mr. Mark Stahl. He signed 2 of 2. But wait, he signed the back of this one. That's pretty cool. Always like getting these guys that I really hadn't heard of before. And then this one I was really excited to get back. Shelton Runt Pittman. He signed 2 of 2 in about 2 weeks. He's a engine builder. I think he was engine builder. He was the guy with Sterling Marlin and them with the X pipes and everything. Yeah, dude was is a genius when it came to engines. And then we have another ARCA flash card, Mr. Dave Simcoe. He signed 1 of 1 in about 2 weeks. And then we have the Wood brother, Leonard Wood. He signed this one. I sent this one out first because I found this card, and I just thought it would look really cool. And he went ahead and signed it in red. And the red really, really looks awesome. And then in a separate letter, he signed these 2. And the Wood brothers are always super fast, within a month for all of them. Then we have Ed Barrier. He signed 2 of 2. He was another guy that I've never had his autograph, so it's always nice to get these older guys that had a couple cards out. Then we got Casey Mears. He signed 2 of 2. This one, he signed it actually pretty fast. Even though he lives in Arizona, sometimes he can be slow, but these were like in 2 weeks. I'm hoping to see him and get some actual in-person autographs here at the end of the month at the there's the Western World Championships. It's USAC races and stuff like that. So here's a fun one. This is John and Ashley Force. I originally had this. I had sent it just to Ashley because I don't have any of her autographs or anything, and this was the only card I had. And so she signed it and actually got John to sign it as well. So that was pretty awesome. Didn't even have to ask for that. This took like 3 weeks, so it's pretty cool. Like I said before, I really love these dual cards, especially ones that you can complete. Those are my favorite. Then we have another Team USA card, this time from Scott Ellerton. This one took about 3 weeks. For the Team USA guys, even if I had extra cards of them, I just sent the Team USA cards because I wanted to make sure that those cards were the ones that get signed. Because in the past, I've had cards for sets that I signed or that I needed signed, and then I would send an extra card, and then they would end up signing the extra card and not the card that I needed signed for the set. So I just been doing that now. Then we got Gary Scelzi, signed 2 of 2 in 3 weeks, and then he put the 4X, 4-time champion. He owns a trucking company in Fresno, California. You can write him there. And then we have Mr. Jeffrey Bodine. These liquid gold cards, always liked them, man, the way they looked. But yeah, he signed 3 of 3 in about a week. I need to buy his book. He always sends you a copy for his book in there. And then we have Mr. Brett Bodine. I always loved the Hooters cars, no matter who was driving them. I think it was just because I really like orange. And then here's the other one that he signed for me. I've been finding more Brett Bodine cards. I need to write him again. And we have Mr. Rick Wilson, signed 3 of 3. I always like these oddball Sears Craftsman cards. Snickers car, another one of my favorites. Rick, he was about a month. Here's another fun one. Dennis Conner, Forgotten Crew Chief, with a great autograph. He was, I don't know, he was pretty fast to get back. I can't remember. Another card for the 1994 High Gear set. Billy Stavola. It's always nice when I can get these old owners, because I don't know if it says, but Mr. Stavola he was born in 47, so he's almost 80 years old. Like, these guys are getting up there in age, so it's nice to still be able to get these guys that I can. Next up, we have Mr. Clyde Booth, signed 101. And then we have, I saw he started signing through the mail, Steve Letarte, so I figured I would take a chance and send this one off. And he did not disappoint. So I have a few more cards I might send off to him. And then we have Richard Broom, 101 in about 2 weeks. Always love those old Kodiak uniforms. Then we have Brandon Backey. He signed 102. This is one of the guys I was talking about. I'm trying to collect the 2008 Topps set as well. I sent the 2008 Topps card along with this, and this is the one that he signed. So only send the cards that you really, really want signed. But, I mean, he has a really nice autograph. So can't really complain. And then here was another big one for my Team USA set. Some players have 2 cards in them. Mike Neal. I could not track this guy down forever. And then he, like, works at a law firm in San Francisco or something. I think I found him. So he signed 2 of 2 in 3 weeks. Really nice to get those done. And then another 1994 High Gear Mike Hill, Crew Chief. Very excited to get that one done. And then another one of my favorite cards is acetate cards. Like these plastic cards. I love, love, love these cards. They made them for each champion in, like, drag racing, sprint cars. I got a dude that drove a power boat. I got one of these signed. I'd love to be able to get the whole set done, but Dale Sr.'s in it, so that's almost impossible. But these are really, really cool. Hand numbered out of 673. So yeah, Joe Amato. He signed 3 cards for me. There's the gold version. Those took about a month because he has 2 addresses. He has one in Florida and one in Pennsylvania. If you the Pennsylvania one he replies to the fastest, I found out. Then we got Todd Green on his Team USA card. I was really excited to get these back. I know it's just Reed Sorensen, but, like, there's just some guys in your collection you have so many cards of that you don't think you're ever going to get signed. So even if I can just get 2 Reed Sorensen cards signed, it makes me feel a lot better. Really, really, really happy to get these cards back because I forgot about even sending them. But Bobby Labonte signed 3 of 3. His Making the Show. That paint scheme has really grown on me. Then we got his Crown Jewels, but it's the, I can't read that. But it's like first day issue or something, that logo. Like, damn, I cannot read it. Something treasures. Oh, treasure chest. It's the treasure chest. Jeez. Okay, there we go. And that's what the back of it looks like. And then his 1994 High Gear Busch Clash card. So that was another one I needed for the set. Very cool to get that knocked out. Those, they took at least 6 months. I don't know. And then so I saw successes for 2 different addresses for Bobby, so after I got those back, I sent out more cards to those addresses. And then here was a fun one. Brian Ickler, totally forgot about this dude. And he really wasn't that hard to find. He still lives in Mooresville. He has his own manufacturing company, and yeah, so he's still involved in the racing community, but he signed 2 of 2 in about 3 weeks. Really nice autograph too. Here's 2 I took a chance on. Landon Castle. I don't know his North Carolina address, but his parents own a racetrack in Iowa, and he's been racing there from time to time. Now, I mean, the race season in Iowa is probably over or getting close to being over, so I don't know if he's going to be racing back home anymore, but it was still cool to knock out 2 of 2 of Landon Castle. 3 weeks for Landon. Then I finally saw some successes with Mr. Eli Gold, so it was nice to get his autograph. If you don't know Eli from NASCAR, I believe he does University of Alabama football games as well, so he's a pretty big deal down there in the South. And then we're getting to the end, so thank you all for hanging in there. We had 2 of 2 from AJ Allmendinger back in the day with the sweet hair. These took about a month. And then finally, we have Shane Liu, 101 in 3 weeks. This is one of those cards that I had carried around for me forever. Because I was still trying to get him when he was playing. Then he was a coach in the D-back system, and yeah. So this dude was a pain in my butt. So it's nice to have this card signed and in the set. So thank you all for watching my 20-minute video of autographs. I really do appreciate you guys sitting through all this, because I'm just some jerk off in his bedroom showing you his baseball cards and NASCAR stuff. So I appreciate you guys wasting your time with me and watching along. So thank you.